What's good, family? It's your boy, I'm Sports Guru, and we're gonna talk to you about NFL free agency part two. And there's some real things that really stuck out to me. One thing that stuck out to me was Sammy Watkins signing with the Ravens. It's like I'm surprised, but not surprised. And let me tell you why. I'm surprised because I'm not surprised he had to leave KC because he was the expendable piece. He was the expendable piece in KC. Ton of receivers in the draft. KC will replace that in the draft. Don't even really have to do a first round unless one of these real studs ends up slipping down. But the fact that he went to Baltimore, a lot of receivers are turning down Baltimore because they on some really like, okay, we need you to block more than actually run routes and catch passes. From my perspective, it seems to me that he's basically, if I go to Baltimore, I'm lead dog. I should be getting most of the targets. That's what I see. I think AJ Green going to the Cardinals. Like, my take on that is like, if they can get AJ Green looking the way he used to look, oh my lord. I think Fitzgerald, what's going on with Larry Fitzgerald? Need to figure that out. But to have Hopkins, Fitzgerald, and AJ Green, like, then you defensively you go get JJ Watt. They wasn't able to keep Hassan Reddick, but you got Chandler Jones coming back. They're putting their hopes in Kyler Murray. They really are putting their hopes in Kyler Murray. And let me just pit. They really are putting their hopes in Kyler Murray. And I don't know where they draft this year. Let me look right now and find out. Where do the Cardinals draft this year in the first round? If they even have a first round pick, they're pick number 16. They got tackles in this draft. I mean, Tevin Jenkins should be there at 16. Y'all know I've been on the record. Yes, of course I like Penny Sewell. What's not to like about Penny Sewell? You got the kid from Northwestern, but Tevin Jenkins, if the Giants draft Tevin Jenkins, I'm happy as hell. But Cardinals can go there and snatch up Tevin Jenkins. You got this miniature quarterback. You put in all these resources. You want him to perform, you better protect him. Just saying. The Cowboys go and sign like 5 safeties. I think they're doing anything because you understand they got Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn formerly the Legion of Boom, and they had a great tandem of safeties. You need great safeties. You need great safety play to run that cover 3 scheme. Point blank period. So that's what they're gonna do. Whether these guys can come back and be any good, come at the injury, remains to be seen. I do like what Miami did going to get Will Fuller. I also like what Miami did. Yes, they didn't get Deshaun Watson, but they're banking on Tua, and I like it. I like it very much. Them going to get Will Fuller. You got Javante Parker. You got a great tight end in Chikuseki. Honestly, I think they could go tackle. There's another situation. You got a young quarterback. You better protect him. You can go tackle. Penny Sewell falls that way. They better snatch him up. You better snatch him up. There are things you can do defensively, but they have multiple picks. They still have a plethora of picks. They have the draft capital. I like what Miami's doing because basically what a team tries to do is, okay, where can we fill these holes? The immediate holes you want to fill in free agency, the long-term holes, the additions, and the filling out your roster you want to take care of in the draft. So, one of these other things that I really, really liked, and I talked about Dave Gettleman. Adoree Jackson, they spent a lot of money on him. Is he worth that money? Corner one money? Absolutely not. He is a great, I don't want to say great, he's a damn good cover corner. I like him in New York because he doesn't have to be the number one corner. In today's football, you need more than one star quarterback. Before, you can have one great corner. He can blink. It's like in the Dion era. You can have Dion, have a so-so corner on the other side, roll coverage to the other side, and you could be the number one pass defense. In today's football, you cannot hide bad corners. With the way offenses spread you out wide so much, everybody, cover two turns into man that quickly because of how fast they spread you out. Cover two will have man principles, will have man two principles that quickly because they're attacking who can't cover somebody. It's just that simple. So when the Giants' last great defense that the Giants had, you had not one, not two, but three stud corners. This is when they drafted the rookie Eli Apple out of Ohio State. He was the third corner because you had DRC and you had Jackrabbit. You had to have three. If you had three, you were really balling because you need guys that can cover. You need dogs on the outside that can get after the quarterback. You need tackles inside that shuts down the A gap. That's what you need. That is how you build a defense in today's NFL. So, you did overspend for him. Got him an overspend for him. But the fact that he's not your number one corner, and the reason why he's not a number one corner is that he doesn't have great ball skills. Okay, turnovers mean something. Turnovers can change a ball game. But being able to shut a receiver down where the quarterback gets off your read that quickly also means a lot. And he does that a lot. And he played on a team like Tennessee, who is notorious for not being able to rush the passer. So, the grand scheme of things, I think he'll play good for New York. Carolina Panthers going out to get Sam Darnold. Things are good look. Now you can start filling up other holes, receiver, offensive tackle. And I've never been a big Sam Darnold fan. Y'all know this. But I just think he never had a real chance in New York. Adam Gase is fucking terrible. And I love what they're doing in Carolina. How they're being competitive. And rebuilding at the same time. And if Sam Darnold doesn't work, you didn't give away a haul for him. You can draft someone next year. Go after someone next year. I don't know if he's that much of an upgrade over Teddy Bridgewater because of how efficient Teddy Bridgewater is, but we'll see how that plays out. The most effective move I've seen so far in free agency wasn't a shocker. I thought the Colts had a chance to get him, but Trent Williams staying in San Francisco. Trent Williams staying in San Francisco is a problem because San Francisco is probably the most top to bottom, one of the best rosters in football. You get Joey Bosa back. I mean, they're just a loaded roster. They have one of the best offensive lines in football. Creative run scheme. They can pound the rock against anybody. Now they're going to solve the things with quarterback. Whoever they get that quarterback. Even if they keep Jimmy G. I mean, sky's the limit for that team. The NFC is loaded. The NFC, once again, will be fucking loaded. Completely loaded. That's my take. Let me know what you think. It's your boy over Sports Guru. I'm out. Salute.